about I start off with this? Your energy, your aura, your magnetism is not something that you're born with. It's simply a sequence of choices that you make throughout your day and throughout your life. Choices that can easily be affected, that can easily be changed. The patterns that you do, that you choose to do, make you, your aura, not magnetic and not juicy and interesting to other people. If you want to become magnetic, irresistible, have this oof around you so that people wouldn't be able to stop thinking about you, you need to master and you need to focus on one thing. And that is your energy. If you let people's opinion define how you feel about yourself, you will never have a magnetic energy. Why? Because you pollute your own energy with other people's insecurities. Let me tell you something. People's opinion of you has nothing to do with you. It's simply a projection of their own insecurities. You are the mirror that they look at when they're looking at themselves. Hey dears, my name is Valeria, and in these videos I talk about everything related to therapy, self-development, self-improvement, and ultimately I'm here to help you become your best self. It's been a while since I made one of those sit-down videos, and honestly I miss those so much. I have so much to say. I've been to Japan, I just came back to Bali, and I'm getting ready to move, so everything is a bit hectic at the minute. I don't know how your 2025 started, but mine is a little bit crazy. So what I've been doing so far is simply writing down a lot of ideas, a lot of insights, a lot of thoughts that I have, and finally I have some time to structure it and to share it with you. So that was a quick intro. Now let's get back to the video. The truth is, our energy, our aura, our satisfaction with life, and our satisfaction with life is what gets people hooked on us. Those things are deeply connected to our feminine side. The way we enjoy life, the way we are, the way we feel, how we represent ourselves, how we move, how we talk, all of those things. Our aura, once again, our energy is connected to our feminine side. And let me remind you one thing. All of us, men and women, have both feminine and masculine side. It's like yin and yang that everybody has. And there is not a single person who has only masculine energy or who only has a feminine energy. It's about balance, and it's about that dominancy of feminine or masculine energy. But the thing is, your feminine side can only be satisfied by your masculine side. Imagine it as a couple of people living inside you. And your feminine side is a girl. It's a girl who wants to buy beautiful things, who wants to live in beautiful places, who wants to be surrounded by nice things, who wants to smell nice, who wants to look nice. Everything related to quality of life, to materialistic stuff, to safety, to security. This is your girl. This is the girl inside you. And the thing is, this girl can be only satisfied by your inner guy. The guy who buys her flowers, who buys her perfumes, who provides for the place where she lives, who makes sure that she feels safe and secure and she's well fed, that she has the finances, she has the roof over your head. And I'm not saying you need to find a guy who will provide that. I'm saying that you need to have this guy inside you. That is your masculine side. And your needs, your wants, your feminine side can only be satisfied by your own masculine side, and should be actually. If not, it creates a disbalance inside you, and you'll be looking for people who try to compensate something that you're missing, and that never ends well. That just leads you in the toxic relationship and codependent relationship, and it's usually not about love. I like to think of it as a dance, and if you've ever tried dancing, or you like to dance, if you tried whatever dance it is, pole dance, Afro, hip-hop, contemporary, whatever that is, you know that your dance can look flowy and easy and beautiful only if you have strong stamina, you have muscles, you know how to connect to your body, you have this structure that allows you to be flowy and easy and enjoy the dance. Only if your memory is sharp enough to memorize the choreography and your body is strong enough to implement it. Only when you have the structure, you can make your dance more easy and flowy. The same is in life. And the structure is your masculine side, the flowy energy is your feminine side, and you need to have both. Masculine energy is all about strength, willpower, boldness, resilience. It's about getting, it's about fighting, it's about achieving things. It's what pushes us to face our fears instead of running from them. It's what pushes us to go out of our comfort zone in order to achieve something. And every time you step out of your comfort zone, every time you overcome a challenge, your brain rewards you. It rewards you with dopamine. And this release of dopamine, if your feminine and masculine side is connected, creates this presence that people are naturally drawn to. As I've mentioned in the beginning, it's this satisfaction with life. You give out this aura of being happy, of being satisfied with life, and that naturally makes people more drawn to you. We want to be closer to things we want to have in life. We want to be like. You wouldn't want to be next to a person that disgusts you. You want to be close to people who inspire you, who teach you things about yourself, who show you how to build businesses, who entertain you in a way, the people who you look up to. And if you think about that, usually those are people who are either naturally achieving some things, happy with life, they have this strong presence, or at least they have an image of that presence that they are creating for themselves. Imagine you're afraid of public speaking. You're absolutely terrified. You are afraid to make the first step. You are afraid before the show, before a presentation that you need to do. But as soon as you make the first step, as soon as you start talking and you keep going and you keep going, you feel this rush. You feel this relief, and it's actually going easier. And after the fact, you feel so happy and so satisfied with yourself. That is exactly the dopamine rush that your brain is giving you as a reward for stepping out of your comfort zone. Dopamine is our brain's way of saying, well done. Like getting a cookie from the shelf after you did something that you're not comfortable with doing at first. If we didn't get that and we were pushing ourselves to overcome our fears, we wouldn't do that again. Our brain is very tactical. It's very needy, so it needs its rewards in order to evolve, in order to progress in life. Another trick is, if your brain doesn't learn how to generate dopamine by itself, for example, if your parents, like my parents in my childhood, don't make you stand in front of the family holiday and present a poem or sing a song, which makes you incredibly uncomfortable. If you didn't have these experiences in your childhood, if your parents didn't push you a little bit or you didn't push yourself, if you were constantly in your comfort zone and your brain didn't teach itself to create this dopamine release, what's going to happen is that how to generate and understand its own sense of achievement, it's going to look for the satisfaction, for the validation elsewhere. You're going to look for that satisfaction from toxic people, from manipulators, from abusers. That's how we become vulnerable to toxic relationships, because we seek validation instead of having self-sufficiency. Instead of our brain providing us with those positive hormones, we look for those hormones somewhere else. And that's what makes us dependent and attached to other people. People who are dependent on something can never feel magnetic because it's like a burden that you have inside. You cannot survive by yourself. People's opinion doesn't matter that much. You're gonna stop taking things personally. You're gonna stop letting people's opinion affect you. By taking people's opinion so personally, you're only feeding your ego. It's your own vanity that makes you think that people's opinion is always about you, like you're so significant to their life. Unfortunately, that is not the case. People's opinion of you is the reflection of how they feel about themselves, and that is just that. Whether something praises or criticizes you, it has nothing to do with you. A compliment is just someone appreciating the qualities they have in themselves or they want to have in themselves. A criticism is something that they are rejecting in themselves, something that they are not ready to accept and admit to themselves. Every emotion that you trigger in people is not about you, it's about those people. The truth is, most people don't think about you as much as you think they're thinking about you. They are mostly focused on themselves. There are 8 billion people on this planet. Each has their own background, each has their own belief system, different perspectives, different beliefs, different opinions. So why would you let the opinion of a tiny fraction of less than 1% shape how you see yourself? Unless you personally surveyed all 9 billion people, how can you possibly know what they think? As I've said before, you are a mirror to other people. Some mirrors are more clear, and that's why some people trigger other people more. They look at themselves and they think that what they see is about you. It's about how you reflect them. It's about you being bad. It's about you being unfashionable, stupid, boring, whatever that is. But actually, it's always something about themselves. Just like that, other people are mirrors to you, and whatever you notice in other people probably is also inside you. For example, I might be triggered sometimes if I hear about a certain topic, if I hear a person talking about a certain topic and I can even judge them for it because it was a part of my story, because it's triggering my past wounds. And at the same time, I might notice good qualities in people because I want to have those qualities. I might notice how well their hair looks like because I was just thinking about getting my hair done. The only judge of who you are, the only judge of how you're supposed to be, it isn't the other people. It's life itself. Life evaluates you through the experiences, through the possibilities that it gives you, through the actions of others towards you. Your wins and your setbacks, it's a life's way to give you feedback. It's a God's way to show you that there's something you need to pay attention to. True success, fulfillment, recognition, satisfaction with life, this magnetism doesn't come from people's approval, doesn't even come from your own self-perception. It comes through something that you're doing, and the outside world, the life, will reward you for your actions. And on the contrary, the karma rule, if you do something bad, if you do something you feel guilty for, the life will show you that everything is a boomerang and it will come back to you somehow. Life rewards those who work for it, who earn it, not those who seek validation from other people. So stop trying to be important in eyes of those people who frankly are probably not even thinking about you more than 10% of their time. Shift your focus to what really matters. Your significance in the grand scheme of life itself, of the universe itself, of the God itself. Don't let the voice of a crowd dictate your path, your choices. Every single choice that you make today, tomorrow, to wake up earlier, to do this or that, to make you happy, to understand what makes yourself happy. All those small steps will be rewarded by life, by outside world itself. What you have inside will be drawn to you from the outside. And on the contrary, what you have outside showcases what you have inside. What I want you to do is to reconsider some of the choices that you make in every day, some of the events, some of the sequences that life is showing you, that life is giving you, and then just observe how the events, how the space around you will change after you start making actions and after you start making choices. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining. It was a pleasure to have you here. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.